Your second question was?
Briefly discuss the relationship with the sheriffs and the DA.
Open lines of communication. Quite simply, the agency head from both agencies have to set the tone on what they're going to expect as conduct of their employees and how they want them to interact. And quite frankly, your job as a law enforcement officer is to investigate the case and bring somebody to justice. That job of the prosecutor is to be able to pursue that case through the criminal justice system. But if you give them a strong case to work with, their job's a lot easier. And if you open lines of communication where you're able to discuss shortcomings and you learn from your mistakes through cases, then you turn out a better product. You're able to bring somebody to justice with good results.
Do you plan to add administrative positions, whether it's allowable by this budget or a future budget? And would you be willing to utilize more civilian employees if it's allowed by the budget in order to keep officers on the street and in the community more?
Yes and yes. I'm sorry. No and yes. No as far as adding positions. I'm familiar with what's there administratively. In my opinion, there's no need to add any new positions. Over the last couple of years, I think the Sheriff's Office has worked on trying to streamline how much fat, if you would, is at the top. You're trying to push the most of your manpower down to the lowest level. You need coverage out there on the street, and you need deputies that are doing follow-up investigation. But make no mistake about it, the law enforcement side is only one portion of what your Sheriff's Office does. They maintain a jail. They maintain civil process. So there's a lot of other things that are going on there. And I think you have to look at where you can make improvements. One of the positions that's been civilianized has been an evidence technician, and it's worked wonderful, and it's saved a lot of money. I think you can build on that because I think there's other positions. You know, dispatch, those are civilians, they're not sworn deputies. And so I think you've got several positions there that you can really look at and make a decision on where you can remove the deputy from the office and put him back out on the street. We're a small rural county, and we need that coverage, and we need boots on the ground out there. And the only way you're going to do that with a tight county budget is to find ways to do your inside jobs with someone that doesn't have to wear a badge and gun.
And your last question, how would you best address constituent complaints such as public noise, trash dumping, illegal fireworks, pet boarding, and pet dumping?
Those are quality of life issues. That's, you know, when someone calls and they say, hey, look, this is an issue to me. It's serious to me. It may be trivial to someone else, but if the person thought enough to call you, if they thought enough to call and complain or ask for help, then it needs to be addressed. They're quality of life issues, and they lead to other things. When you have something like the illegal dumping or the animal cruelty, we have a lot of rural roads in this county that quite frankly, people, they're not driving. Sometimes they don't drive on a daily basis. And so you're going to have to get creative in catching them, illegal dumpers. Other counties have had really good results with some unmanned cameras in the problem areas where they've had some really good results. You're going to have to make an example of those that choose to be cruel animals and drop them off and dump them in remote places along with the litter that we also pile up on our roads. And so I think, again, there's an opportunity maybe for some technology to be able to put some cameras in some of those places. But I think all of that, by and large, is handled by being accessible to the residents, attentive to their phone call, sincere about your response to take care of their issues, and then provide some follow-up. Let them know what you've done. Let them know let them know what you couldn't do. Be honest with them, and if you're not able to handle it, be honest and try to help them get to a direction of someone who could handle it.
You'll now have 2 minutes to make your closing statement.
You know, folks, we're picking a sheriff to lead us forward. We're coming off the heels of quite frankly, probably the best sheriffs that we've had here in Hardin County and his terms in office. There's a lot of good things that we want to continue. There's always room for improvements. There's always room for new technology, for new ideas, for some fresh ideas. You need a sheriff that you're going to be proud of. You need someone that you can look at when he talks on TV, when he's in a newspaper, when he's in a meeting, or when he stands in front of Commissioner's Court. You need somebody that you're going to be proud of to say, We're behind him. He has us, he has our concerns at heart. He knows what we're going through. He's one of us, and he lives here in Hardin County. You know, any of us that are running for sheriff, all of us have been some sort of peace officer. We're bringing at least a level of experience for a patrolman or a deputy to the table. That's not what the sheriff's job is about. It's about a business. It's about running an agency. It's about seeing that policies are set, that goals are met, that people are treated fairly, that you have a direction on where you're going to go, that you know the challenges that lay ahead, that you can manage a 199-bed county jail, that you know what to do when it's overcrowded. You know how to spend money within the law. You know how to go after bids on things without cronyism and giving everybody a fair enterprise shake to spend money. And so, you know, I rely on my last 4.5 years as the chief here in Silsbee. I use that as an example of the things I've brought to the table, what I've accomplished here, the improvements that we've made. You have to be sincere in your efforts, be positive in your approach to this election, and again, come to the table with some experience of being an agency leader. We need someone, this is not on the job training. We need somebody that's been there and done that, and they're willing to move forward. Thank you all.
Thank you.